I got the brother West Coast Cowboy driving the training camp right now for the terrorize these boys with that content, man. Got my boy Landlord from Alabama, just came out of his show, pulling a double shift, man, rocking with your boy, man. Y'all tell the chat box hi, man.
What's happening? What's happening to
What's
everybody,
happening? What's happening?
at the liquor store, on the West Coast, and in the trap? What's happening with y'all? Let's get it.
What's up with y'all? You
Indeed,
already
man.
know what it is. Your boy West Coast, passing Woodlake Avenue, Mulholland Drive. Where I'm at with it right now with my cowboy content. On the way.
Indeed, man. On the West Coast.
All right.
Indeed, man. Indeed. So, hey, we are drunk and nefarious on the West Coast right now, man. So y'all know what's going on. Cowboys Uncut with the improv show. I didn't think my brother West would be able to jump on here, but where there's a will, there's a way. So we all three are together for this content, man. And listen, shout out to everybody in the chat box real quick. Let me show y'all some love. We're gonna jump right into the content, man. So Jay,
Can you do live?
what?
My Facebook and my
Huh? Let's see. It's showing HTM Sports, Hennythemoor, landlord from Alabama.
Can you go to
Facebook, I couldn't figure my Facebook out, so y'all forgive me. I don't think I could have figured mine out in time. I ain't want to have y'all waiting.
It's all good. Can somebody just make sure? I just want to see if my Facebook. I'm sorry, just so I know. If it ain't, we still gonna roll. But
all right, let me go to your Facebook page and I'll take a look real quick. Ken Fogan.
it said it
Never an
connected.
issue. I said it connected. You talking it on?
Yes, sir. I did.
You ain't live. I don't see it.
I don't see him either.
Yeah, you're not live with on Facebook.
Now, if you want to, you ain't live on nothing. Don't look like.
How he on here then?
I say talk. Hey, just go out and come back in. You should be able to talk your stuff on.
All right, let me see.
Yeah.
So yeah, while West Coast is doing that, because there's no such thing as free content, right? So yeah, like for real, like like you need get live on your page, cause like hey, this the bread and butter. They talk about guns. They talk about guns and butter on Baby Boy. Hey, guns and butter,
bread and butter. Bread and butter.
So hey, shout out to Jay Lombardi. What's up with you, my boy? Jamison Taylor, Richard Evans. What's up with you? Salute to all y'all good folks in the chat. Kelvin Hicks, Desmond Ironman, Etta Lockhart, It's Too Easy, John Jones, Mary Roberts, Satika Charles. Salute to you. Damn Dizzle. What's up with you? Thank all y'all good people for rocking with you. Rev Rebel, Peasy, the tapped in, NFZ, King G, Big Dow, 8604, James Simmons. Like we deep in here. Ruben Hernandez, Randy Jackson, not Reggie Jackson. All right, Tommy Montoya. Yeah. Big Benny Rich, Cowboy AJ, Chris Boats. What's up with y'all good people? Miss Patrice Langford, Regina Green with the green. So folks tapping in, JC Cowboys Network. So yeah, we rocking, man. We rocking. So hey,
everybody.
So I'm gonna pose a question. I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'm gonna let Wes answer the same question when he comes back in here.
Okay.
So when Jerry Jones lied to everybody and their mama, with a straight face, how did you feel?
What he lied about?
He said, I'm paraphrasing because I ain't got the direct quote. We need the money to sign Micah Parsons. And that's the God honest truth. So he lied in front of America. He lied on God. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just out here lying. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was Pinocchio, his nose would have expanded, punctured somebody's head that was in front of him, and he wouldn't went to jail.
Couple of feet, it would have went. You know what I'm saying? It would have expanded.
Yeah,
but,
just
I don't know, bro. I don't know why he want to do that. They gotta have look in these situations. You got to think about it. We talk about leverage when we talk about money and contracts. Honestly, they don't have much leverage, so they got to create something. They got to create some kind of narrative to like make you consider their feelings. Like, bro, we know Michael Parsons is gonna get a whole lot of money. It ain't really no way around it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no way around them negotiating with these other players who gonna get a whole lot of money. They just want to let y'all know the negotiation's gonna be tough. So I'm gonna go and put this out here. We ain't trying to pay them a lot of money, but we gonna give them a hard time to give them any money. That's what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be a hard time. So I don't know why they want to lie about it though. It's crazy.
So same question, West Coast, because you were off the stream when I asked this question. So when Jerry Jones lied in front of America, God, and everybody else, how did you feel about that?
When? What time?
When he said that they need the money to sign Micah Parsons and future players, and that's why he can't give Zack Martin a contract.
Well, this is the thing, right? Y'all know I'm not, listen to me. This is what I say. He did lie, but what he really did is he manipulated the facts. Because the facts are this. He made it seem as if Micah Parsons needs to be signed today. Micah Parsons can't legally be signed to the end of the year. Zack Martin needs to be signed today. Mm-hmm. So he's using the fact that Cowboy fans aren't really up on what contracts really are, because there's no reason to be bringing up Micah Parsons in 2023. Think about this. Absolutely. You can't even talk to Micah Parsons right now about a contract. Okay. And then I'm going to tell you the cool thing about the game is this. The Dallas Cowboys are going to use Micah Parsons as their reason for not paying Zack Martin, but then they're not going to pay Micah Parsons. So, like, it's
then
like
the salary cap just go up year in and year out. So what is they talking
so
about?
It's like, listen to me. When Jerry Jones says things like this, it's really an indictment on the fan base. The reason why it's an indictment on the fan base is because he's basically saying something that is obviously not factual, and most Cowboy Nation aren't smart. They just don't care enough, or they don't know enough to know that that's not even factual.
As this
understand that be the reason. Did I leave?
Yeah. You saying we letting them get away with it?
Listen, I will say this, man. I done.
Hold on, hey, I'm gonna turn my video off and see if my service goes better. Let me turn my video off. Okay. Hello. And I don't even know if I'm live, but it is what it is, bro. It's all. I ain't even tripping. I'm gonna be on here. I'll just use this as my little get ready show.
Well, bet.
I ain't talking to nobody in almost 2 hours, so.
You can get the video and upload it too.
Yeah, you can use it as an upload down the line. You can just share it, put it on there. Ain't nobody gonna flag it. Yeah. So yeah.
Bruh, I promise you, I'm not gonna do all that.
Oh, we know. We just giving you suggestions.
We know. And this is why we love West Coast. He's honest as hell.
He's honest. But, he know who he is.
But I will say this though, man.
Bro, listen to me. I was sitting in church yesterday and I realized I had 12 videos I hadn't posted. I said, "Oh my God!" And I just start slamming. Doing
the Lord's work.
It's for real. Hey, Jesus a Cowboy fan, so he wasn't tripping. He was probably wondering what the hell going on too. He said, "My servant, I have sent you." He said, "My servant, I have sent you to camp to find out on the various mission."
And you have deterred. Where are you?
I looked at the Lord. Go ahead.
Now, all y'all gonna say is, man, I have like for the people that watch our joint shows and stuff, I have laid it out there for them. That y'all grew up with imaginary friends that were realer than the salary cap. Like that dude you used to play catch with, and you had to roll the ball back to yourself. Like he was probably realer than some of these salary cap stipulations. And what's even crazier about this, Wes, did you realize if they gave Zack Martin an extension, they actually save about $10 million and some change against the 2024 cap next year. It actually saves you salary cap space and helps you sign Micah Parsons going forward. So
why you talking about
Micah, and you got Micah Parsons is not getting, listen to me. Micah Parsons is not getting signed next year. I don't know why the Cowboys are even up here sitting up here pretending like they're about to. Bruh, Ezekiel Elliott had to hold. Listen to me. Zeke, and this is a true statement that's going to go over probably a lot of people's head, unless you're a content creator. All right? At this point of his career, 3 years into the game, Ezekiel Elliott was a bigger figure in Dallas than Micah Parsons is. Ezekiel Elliott was looked at as the best running back in football, offensive rookie of the year. And not only that, think about this, all the other things, because Zeke like the endorsement, the money that the Cowboys make on and jersey sales they sell on Zeke is bro, Micah Parsons is not even sniffing that, bro.
Yeah,
like Zeke was like a number 1 jersey seller for like 2 years. So think about this. And he was on the offensive side of the ball, right? the position we know we love. We was all surprised when Jerry Jones in the back of our mind drafted a defensive player at 12th overall. Like, that is not Dallas Cowboy. That is outside of the norm. That's why a lot of us was like, damn, maybe Micah is that dude. Because Jerry don't normally do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But think about this. You drafted Zeke 4th overall. He was the 4th best player in the draft, and he really was. Zeke had to leave the country to get paid. Micah, listen to me. Micah Parsons is not getting paid next year. And think about this.
Know, Wes. They might make World War I or World War X.
Bro, listen to me. I'm gonna ask you this. Okay, he can do that, but you think he listen to me? The only thing that sucks about Micah Parsons is, Micah, if you step away, yeah, we're gonna lose that 14 sacks. But you know what? Cowboys got like 4 other people that got 6 and 8 and 9 and all these other random numbers. Right?
I pray they don't approach it like that, bro.
Listen to me. I'm gonna keep it real with you though. If bro, in your 3rd year into your contract as a player, you don't have a lot of leverage, bro. Other than your performance already. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Bro, the Cowboys is not about to let Micah Parsons go get no 20-some sacks if they didn't let him do it last year. They're not gonna do it. So Mike is gonna end up with about 15, 16 sacks, which is gonna get him about 3rd or 4th ranked defensive player in the league when it comes to rankings, right? And remember, he plays for the Dallas Cowboys, and nobody's going to want him to get that award playing for the Dallas Cowboys, right? So he'll fall about 3rd or 4th. The same thing Dak did when he was working for the MVP, had the exact same stats as Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers wins the MVP. Why? Because he plays for the Green Bay Packers.
Something else that's discouraging, too, you got to think about this. What's the likelihood of DQ being back next year, too? Because I feel like they respect DQ enough to, like, pay his players. That's what it looks like been going on to me. Because I don't think we would have signed Donovan Wilson. I don't think we would have signed a couple of these players.
I don't think we would have signed Trayvon Diggs as quickly if it wasn't for Dan Quinn.
So it feels like Dan Quinn got enough respect from the front office to pay his players. So Micah won't even have, more than likely he won't even have DQ next year.
I will say this because Dan Quinn has turned down coaching jobs. You know, he's turned down head coaching jobs. So, you know, the reason the Dallas Cowboys do that with Dan Quinn is so that he'll be enticed to stay. You know, you give him a little extra leeway because you know he got options. Like he got options. This ain't the only job that he can have. He can actually have a better job somewhere else. That's why Will McClay, you know, never had the GM tag, but they pay him like a GM because they know his job.
And you know what you just said too? You know who you know, and I'm gonna tell you something too. The Cowboys technically have another Kellen Moore situation on their hand in the form of Dan Quinn. The only difference is Dan Quinn really is a genius and he is a humble guy. Mm-hmm. But listen to me, the most powerful, Henny, you literally just told me who the most powerful person in Dallas is right now. That's Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is way more powerful than Mike McCarthy. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Oh, my God. Oh, man, why is Dan Quinn turning these jobs down and getting the players he wants?
Because they trying to put Mike on the
proverbial. No, go ahead and say it, landlord. Allegedly,
because I don't agree with it honestly, but we'll see.
But you get what I'm saying?
This is why you don't play with them, bro. This is why you don't play with them. I feel like the only reason Mike McCarthy got this job is because he took Kellen Moore, though. But like, this is why you stand on your table early. You got to stop all the foolishness right now. As soon as you come to the door, like, look, Jerry, I don't want the boy. No, I'm good. Did you hear what Mike McCarthy said today? He said he back at play calling and he's back doing what he do best. If you know that's what you do best, why would you accept a Rudy Poot? Well, that's what we're saying. Why would you accept
Lord, let me tell you. And y'all listen to me. Y'all know Jason Garrett. That's my boy, man. That's my boy, man. That's my boy, Blue, right? But I'm going to tell you this right here. The one thing I always blame Jason Garrett for is this. Bruh, you can't keep falling in on another man's sword. Like, you in here taking the blame for stuff that you ain't even do. Like, bro, if you don't want it, and think about this. At this point of the game, like, listen to me. If you a kid, if you my child, I say, okay. But, bro, as an adult, bro, that's your fault, bro. If you let them bend you over and screw you, that's your fault. You can't come back here complaining, and you know it. And I totally agree with you. And honestly, Mike McCarthy put himself on the hot seat. He put his own self on the hot seat. And I'm going to be honest with you. That's why Mike McCarthy's going so hard in on Dak Prescott. You want to know why? Because that's all he got, bruh. That's all he got.
The reason
he ain't got Zeke. He ain't got. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got. Like, listen to me. We love Ceedee Lamb, but Ceedee Lamb is still on a rookie deal, bruh.
Yeah.
So he is still really controlled by Jerry. You don't really get your contract balls back until you get an extension.
Look, I'm finna let him get out because I know you got something to say, but I just want to put this in. I feel like the reason that the Cowboys elevate these people because they don't have a reputation to protect. They don't. Jason Garrett is willing to fall on the sword because he know the only reason he there is because of the company. Right? Mike McCarthy is a person that got his own reputation.
So he should have let his nuts hang.
Look, he should have, but I said, I think he was in a lose-lose situation. He wouldn't have got the job, bro. He would not have. I think Kellen Moore was a package deal. You would have. I don't care who you were. You was gonna take Kellen Moore. If you wouldn't have got this job. This is what I'm telling y'all. Like it took 2 seasons for Mike McCarthy to sit back and let them do some stupid stuff to let Kellen Moore get enough rope to hang himself. That's what we've been seeing. And it's nothing he could have done. He would not have got this job, bro.
You know, and the crazy thing about it is, like I'm a leave this alone because it makes me feel petty, and because I start thinking about all this money we didn't spend on going to games and time I spent away from my kids. I start feeling real petty, right? So I'm gonna leave this alone. But I'm gonna say this though. I will say this. Mike McCarthy, I swear for God, you had not been sitting up on there on no 4th and 2 looking at Kellen Moore call no dumb play, and you didn't attempt to at least try to turn the microphone off or try to trip Dak or something, bruh. Like, bruh, you not telling me, bro. You not telling me that he just sat there, bro, and let that go down while West Coast know I just spent $400, $800 to get up in this stadium, and you just folded your arms, bruh.
But look though,
okay. I'm gonna let it go. We gonna let it go.
Look, yeah, it's finna be over. But look, you worked for a company before, and they didn't instructed you to do something stupid, and you ain't had no choice. Like you just gotta let it go, and that's what he did. Like I said, like everybody done got some dumb instructions from their superior at work before, and you know it's not gonna work. You just like, okay, you just go through the motions. Let's just do it, and I'm gonna show you how stupid it is. That's what it looks like. It happened.
And what I like about Mike, though, he separated himself from Kellen Moore a long time ago. They asked him
at the beginning of the season, he did.
Yeah, but yeah, he asked him. They asked him like, "Hey, what you thought about this?" He said, "I don't like no option routes. I like getting my superstars involved." He like, dog. He broke it down. I used to have a playlist like this, dog.
Oh my life.
He did the hand motion. I used to have a playlist like this for this person, and these were all the plays designed to get them the ball. And we just go down that list, and we have certain drive starters for certain people, and whoop-de-woo. And he was describing some shit.
That's why I like him so much. That's why I like.
And remember when they asked Dak. They say, Dak, your head coach said he doesn't prefer the option routes and things like that. And they say, ask Dak, what are you gonna do? He said, man, I'm gonna do the play that's called. I said, damn, bro. I said, damn.
One of them soldiers. He the type of soldier that's just gonna try to complete the mission to a fault. You know what I'm saying? I think
it's a suicide mission. I don't care.
We don't care about the suicide. We just
hold on. Dak Prescott is the soldier you seen when you gotta whack some kids, man. He ain't gonna even ask no questions.
He gonna stay. What?
That's why the Lord didn't let me go live on my Facebook today, because y'all talking crazy about boy. Lord, I want y'all to know this.
You know when war shit get dirty, man. You know there are some missions where even trained killers have a conscience. You gonna have to send a special kind of guy to just follow orders.
Yeah. Because Amari Cooper said, man, they keep sitting on the route, man. Come on, man. Dak said, run the route.
Then he looked back and said, F it. Go ahead. Hey, but you know what? What's crazy about it, he probably broke rank that one time, and they probably got on his ass about it behind closed doors. Like they celebrated that touchdown right then, but like they probably got on Dak and Amari ass about that, and that's the crazy thing about it.
I'm gonna be honest with you though.
That's why I say, like, you gotta.
They true hypocrites, so they probably did. Go ahead.
He said a hypocrite.
I was just about to say, it seemed like I think it's interesting that Mike McCarthy is betting on Dak. It was good. You got me with the Jason Garrett did bet on Dak though. But it's interesting that Mike McCarthy is right back betting on Dak. I feel like the front office hasn't been betting on Dak. Like, if you think about it, if his job on the line, and we feel like he in the hot seat, look at how Mike McCarthy is like, okay, we're going to make this Dak Prescott offense. We're going to make sure he got everything he need, and he feel like he going to be able to do it. If Mike's job on the line and he let Dak have the offense, what that tell you? He got confidence in him.
He got super
You know what I'm
confidence.
saying?
He got super confidence.
He got
in him.
confidence in him.
But listen, that's the way the offense has to go in a West Coast system. You know, it's designed on proper spacing. It's designed on pure progression. You know, like they talked about it. I don't know if I still have the graphic or not, but like he said, he is exclusively spending time with Dak Prescott and the offense now. Like, he is delegating everything else. John Jones going to handle special teams. He has no say-so on that. He ain't tripping about that shit. He want John Jones to call it how he see it. Dan Quinn, he been doing that on the defensive side. But Mike McCarthy said he is focused solely on the quarterbacks and the offense as a whole at this point.
And guess what? That's gonna be good.
That's gonna be good.
You heard how that boy Ceedee Lamb talking. Ceedee Lamb talking that talk. He said you better back up or you're getting
Matter
cooked.
of fact, I'm gonna play this little video because you already seen it, but it's the sluggo route that they ran. I'm just gonna play it real quick, and I want to speak on it. Wes, I know you probably can't see it from your stream, but Wes, you should be able to see it.
Man, I'm driving. I'm driving, so I'm just listening and talking.
All right, let me see. Let me make sure I play the right one first. I think this is it right here. Yeah!
Patrick is there.
Yeah! So if y'all did not see, you know,
I already got
some chemistry, but that's not really the most important thing I wanted to talk about in regards to that. It's the setup and the play design. So what did we always say about Kellen Moore, right? Because we know, like, damn, he ran another curl, he ran another hitch, but what was the counterpunch? What was the counterpunch? Because, you know, eventually, you know, you're gonna sit on that, you're gonna try to jump that because all you're doing is running hitches. Well, in the West Coast offense, there's like 4 or 5 plays designed with slants in it. You got Lion, you got Dragon, you got Hank, you got all these different things with a slant involved. It's like a slant flat, double slant hitch, but you know, a slant is prominent in all this stuff. So eventually they're gonna start trying to jump like a slant coming. They're gonna try to start jumping that. Well, what's the counterpunch to a slant? A slant and go. So, you know, you playing inside, you trying to jump inside of this slant, you think that slant coming, we're going over top with the slant and go now. And that's one of the things that really held back Kellen Moore's offense, right? Because, you know, a little hitch curl comeback, you got to have something in there to counteract that. Once they start coming down on that hitch, you know, you got to have something to take a deep shot off the same look. He didn't implement that. You saw right there in practice, they're working on the counterpunch to the slant. So, you know, even though you will see a whole lot of slant, you will still see a equal doses of slant and go because you got to keep them honest. And that's what I like about it.
We didn't even go deep. So why we doing all these curl routes, man? Like, I don't understand that, bro. Like, if you gonna do curl routes, you gotta be able to exploit it when you go deep. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna think you finna do a curl route sometimes, and you just keep running on. But we never even really counted it like that, man. Kellen didn't never do too many plays off of the curl route. It just was simple old curl routes. So I don't know, man. Hopefully, we got some more aggressive plays. I've been hearing that word being thrown around a lot. Aggressive. They say Mike McCarthy is aggressive. They say Dak is aggressive. Ceedee Lamb just said that. So hopefully this offense is ready to go crazy this year, man.
Hopefully. What's your thoughts, Wes?
I mean, man, as long as it, you know, in key moments, making, like, you know, that's really I think that's what it's going to come down to for this team, man, because this team is already talented enough. You know, I think when you play these other teams that are just as talented, you know, your coach is going to have to be involved in the game. You know, there's going to have to be times where you're going to play teams where talent or plays are going to be equally matched, or it might even lean more toward the other team. And that's where you got to be able to have the coach's effect that comes in, that gives you a play. And when they're like, damn, you know, Sean McVay really drew that one up, or freaking Doug Peterson really drew, you understand? Like, where you can clearly see that it wasn't necessarily, it was the players who executed, but man, that was a damn good play call. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need moments like that. Like, we've had we've had moments where we were like, oh my God, that was a dope play. But we've never, you know what I'm saying? And that just mean a reverse or something we ain't seen before, you know what I'm saying? But us actually saying that was a really good play call in that moment. That's something we didn't get a lot with Kellen Moore. So, you know, you guys know I was the very, very first person to ever identify that Kellen Moore was not what they were leading him on to be. And I started this commission that simply said, Kellen Moore is no guru. You know what I'm saying? That boy had, I remember in his first 2 seasons, that boy had, I think it was like 4 games when we scored over 25 points, because, you know, Kellen Moore's first problem that he ever had was he couldn't score enough. He couldn't score. You know what I'm saying?
Good teams, yeah.
Hey, R.I.P. to Pee Wee Herman, man. Paul, what's his real name?
Pee Wee Herman died for real?
Paul Rubens.
Pee Wee Herman died?
I believe that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, he died at 70,
Dang.
man.
R.I.P. to
They
Pee Wee
said
Herman.
48 minutes ago. Yeah, R.I.P. to him, man. That's crazy. But yeah, prayers up to him and his family. But yeah, that's crazy, man. But what we was just talking about, that just threw me off, man. You know, that's your childhood right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean,
What we was just talking about?
we was talking about
We're talking
freaking
about
Kellen
Kellen
Moore.
Moore not being a guru.
Crazy ass, man.
Oh yeah, Kelly. Yeah. See, I'm just glad that we got somebody who's experienced, because I think that come into play when it's come to the playoffs, bro. Like you need something to refer to. Like I said this before too. Like what do everybody go back to? What you fall back on when the going gets tough? Like you go back to what you know. You're gonna be like, well, this worked in the past. Like when nothing else is working, when you're back against the wall, you go right back to what you know, your foundation. When you young as a OC, you have no foundation. You know,
Yeah.
you have no foundation. So now you just lost. You just trying stuff.
Can I say?
So I'm glad we got experience now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And also, I'm gonna say I gotta speak on a statement that I said. Says Jay Lombardi says exactly my point. Micah is a much bigger figure than Zeke when his 3rd year. I'm sorry, fellas, that's not true, man. That's not true. Ezekiel Elliott was one of the biggest celebrities on the face of the planet. He was one of the biggest features. He had Zeke even had a line of Nikes coming out. Like you got to think like this. It was a whole case that really diminished what he was. But Ezekiel Elliott was low-key the face of the NFL almost. A lot of people, and I'm gonna tell y'all, outside of Dallas, like
I think that scandal messed
exactly, that scandal messed him up. But as far as star power, and think about this, he still rebounded from that. Listen, Micah is growing up in a different era where it's like people don't really like the Cowboys right now. I'm telling y'all right now, man. Like, they don't really rock with us. I don't know what it is. I don't know what we've done to people over the last couple years, but people don't really rock with us like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you see all this negative pushback on Micah. I'm going to just be real with y'all. We love Micah, but bruh, the whole world loved Ezekiel Elliott. The whole world saw what that young man did in that championship game in AT&T Stadium. Like, Zeke was probably one of the bigger fears on the face of the planet. And think about this. They did not play him. And they did not want to pay him. And I'm going to tell y'all the key figure in this. Bro, when has the Dallas Cowboys ever paid a defensive player early? None of them. Bro, Mo Claiborne got drafted to Dallas Cowboys 5th-year option. DeMarcus Lawrence franchise tag twice. Who else we thinking about? Trevon Diggs. But guess what? He didn't get. He just got paid, but he was also on a 1-year deal. Trevon Diggs theoretically should have got paid last year.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a symbolic to the new direction they going in, or you think that was just like a anomaly, like it was just a one-off?
I'm telling you right now, Micah. If the fact that the Cowboys are talking about paying Micah Parsons lets me know they're not going to pay him next year.
Look like they gonna take him down through.
Bro, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the Dallas Cowboys. Micah, if we don't pay you in your 3rd year, what are you gonna do? Bro, if they're willing to not pay Zack Martin, are you kidding me?
Micah the type dude, he might be publicly requesting a trade.
Yeah, but you're in your third year.
I don't think they want to
think about this. You can request a trade, but bro, you're in the third year in a rookie deal. The Cowboys ain't got to do nothing. You can request all you want, but you have no leverage. You're on a rookie deal. Micah has no leverage other than the fact that he says he's not going to come to practice. But guess what, bro? That $50,000 going to hit a little different on a rookie deal per day. You got to remember,
Zeke what his sponsors like outside of the game.
Say what?
I guess it would depend on what his sponsors are like outside of the game.
I know he ain't got the ones that Zeke had.
Who did?
Micah.
You know, Diggs ain't got a hold out. He got his paper now. But we talk about
Micah, a celebrity, bro. They got Micah more of a celebrity than I like. I kind of want him to be
Listen to me. Micah is a celebrity, man, but Micah is not a listen to me. We put a lot of people cancel me in their cowboy mind because I say real stuff, bro, that needs to be said. I love Micah Parsons, bro, but if Zeke walks into a building and Micah Parsons walks in the building, more people are gonna recognize Ezekiel Elliott than Micah Parsons, bro. It's defense, bro. The NFL, they don't even rock with defense like that. If anything, why isn't Joey Bosa like that? Who was the defensive player of the year this year? Exactly. We're not even talking about him. We're talking about Micah Parsons. Who was the defensive player of the year this year?
You know, you get a little more emphasis on that when you're a Cowboy.
But I'm just saying. Listen, Cowboy Nation, we are lying to ourselves if we truly believe they are going to pay Micah Parsons next year. They are not going to pay him. Like they're not.
They should. I say that.
My only pushback would be this: if Dan Quinn is still on the team, I think they might. I think it jumps up from a 0 to like a 25% chance.
I ain't gonna play. Yeah, they ain't gonna play with Dan Quinn.
But I'm gonna tell you the reason why you're not gonna pay him is because one, he doesn't have the leverage. Only leverage Micah Parsons has right now against the Cowboys is that he doesn't come to practice. He doesn't show up next year. But guess what, man? Why you think the Cowboys be holding on to people like Dante Fowler and all these other folks? Like, man, listen to me. Have you noticed that how many sacks did Dorrance Armstrong have last year? Anybody know?
6, I believe.
Like 8.5.
He had 8.5 sacks. He had 8.5 sacks, right? How many sacks did Micah Parsons have?
13.5.
What's the difference?
4
sacks. You think the Cowboys are going to say that's $20 million difference?
But it's more than just the number.
Listen to me, fellas. I know that, but listen, I'm just saying. Listen, I'm not trying to diminish anything. I just really try to think like Jerry Jones now, because if I think like Jerry Jones, when you think like Jerry Jones, you're less inclined to be wrong. I'm be honest with you. When you think like a real fan, or when you think like a real football player or something, a lot of times you be wrong because that's not how they think over here, man.
They don't do logic as much as we do. Because
listen, the logical thing would be to pay Micah Parsons, because the quicker you get a deal done, the quicker that it becomes a discount, right? Because the salary cap goes up every year, more people get paid behind you, so on and so forth. So you're right. The logical thing would be to pay Micah Parsons. So and that's the sad thing. Like we're sitting here talking about leverage. The leverage is signing Micah Parsons early actually makes your team more flexible going forward.
Yeah, and think about this. They could have did that to the quarterback. Think about this, bro.
I was about to say, why is they talking about Micah anyway? And you got Dex in right now.
Funny stories. Think about this. The Cowboys could have did that exact same thing and saved the ultimate money on the cheapest contract that would have been the most expensive. You know what that is? The quarterback position. And they chose not to. And then I'm going to tell you the next thing. Dak Prescott is going to be on a 1-year, $59 million deal next year. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Nobody's getting a big contract next year because they're going to use Dak as the reason on why they can't pay Micah Parsons. They're going to tell us, Micah, the reason we can't pay you right now is because, man, we got Dak on a 1-year, $59. We're going to give Dak $260 million this year. We'll get you next year. Bro, you honestly think they're going to give Dak $260 in 1 week and then turn around and make Micah Parsons the highest paid? Because you got to think, when Dak gets paid, he will be the highest paid quarterback in football. He will, or number 2. And if we want,
give him $1 more right now.
But think about this though: do you honestly see your owner Jerry Jones making Dak Prescott a top highest paid quarterback and then turning around and making Micah Parsons the highest paid defensive player in the same year. Come on now. You know your grandpa. Knock it off, bro.
If you want nice things, you should. That's all.
Listen to me. That's not what I listen to. We gotta come on, man. We gotta answer the question the way it's asked. Do you think your grandpa is going to do that?
I don't look at Jerry as the one. I look at Steven, and then if that's
do you think Steven is going to do that? Do you think
absolutely not? No.
Okay,
Steve, like, listen, Steven tried to fight and not have them sign Deion Sanders. So like we're talking about. And listen, I think the disconnect is, a lot of y'all are saying like we should sign Michael's a great. Of course, he's an all-pro defensive pass rusher. We love him. He's essential to our team. We're talking about the way that the front office operates. We're talking about two separate things.
Yeah.
Listen, they didn't pay Dak Prescott. They made Zeke Elliott lead the country. They franchise tagged DeMarcus Lawrence like 35 times. They did not re-sign Byron Jones. They traded away DeMarcus Ware when he was still had some tread on the tire. Like all these different things. They don't want to pay Zack Martin. They put. Listen, they sold
playing with Zack Martin right now.
Listen, this is like the chain of events. They told Zack Martin they can't pay him because they got to pay Micah Parsons, and then like Wes said, they're gonna turn around and tell Micah Parsons they got to pay Dak Prescott. Right? They just gonna keep gonna keep kicking this can down the road. Then Trayvon Diggs had to go. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish this. Trayvon Diggs had to go and tell Dez Bryant in private that he was getting hold around, and Dez Bryant had to publicly speak up before a contract even happened. Like we ain't just talk about the fact that he got paid. Like it had to be reported first by somebody close to the organization that he was getting hold around.
It's sad. It's sad.
And he still didn't really get
working. So that's why I'm saying. And think about this.
That's when I get.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm gonna tell you why I know. Hey, fellas, I'm about to walk in training camp in like 5 minutes.
Go ahead.
But hey, let me tell you. That's what I was gonna say. Like, listen to me. Sacks are now becoming like the new 1,000-yard rushing. Like, you know what I mean? Or new, like they're almost coming. Like they're not the since it's 17-game season, right? It's a 17-game season, and there's more passing. The number of sacks is gonna go up anyway. So, I think the Cowboys, not only are they diminishing the value of sacks by letting so many guys get it, but it's like, man, the Cowboys are not about to allow people to set precedents off them. They're not going to. Like they're not gonna let guys set precedents off them. And that's what they've done. So that's why they're bigger players, bro. There's nobody that can say that they went through the process with the Cowboys and did right. No matter if you got drafted by the Dallas Cowboys or they brought you in on free agency.
Trey might be the closest thing to that.
He might be the closest thing to
that.
Yeah.
He's the only thing realistically.
And listen, even that came with some parameters because like they still wanted to hold him.
And they didn't make him the highest paid either. They gave him like some good money. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't reset the market in anything. You look at
in anything. So guess what? That let me know.
That's why he got signed.
So maybe him and Jalen Smith. Because Jalen Smith got paid on time, and they still did him dirty though when they cut
nothing either though.
Yeah, I'm just saying talking about getting paid.
Yeah.
Without having to hold out. It's probably those two. But even then they turn around and they ship that boy out.
I about to say it don't count if you taking team friendly deal. They'll sign you all day then. We talking about people who gonna reset something. They gonna take you through the mud. they gonna go to war with you. It's crazy.
And that's why that's why I say like the Cowboys are incapable of writing Micah Parsons. Because listen to the thing, Dak is gonna get a deal next year. He has to.
Mathematically, yes, you have to. Sure.
He has to. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to give Dak a deal. So it's like the thing about it is right now, why isn't Jerry Jones because an accurate statement that he can say is Zack Martin, I don't want to sign you. Why? I can re-sign Dak. That would be an accurate statement. But then Zack Martin would come back and would be like,
but then Dak. I'm
Go
gonna say that wouldn't be accurate because you save money re-signing Dak Prescott.
No. I'm saying because you can sign Dak right now though, but you can actually sign Dak. You can't do anything with Micah Parsons' contract.
Yeah, but because I'm just saying it would still be a lie because they can't go to Zack Martin and say they don't have the money to pay him because they
Well,
signed
it would
Dak
be. It
Prescott.
wouldn't be a lie. It would just be a manipulation of the facts because
Alternative facts.
what I'm saying. It's alternative facts because it's a flat out lie to say that you got to sign Micah Parsons because you can't physically sign him right now. You can get an extension right now though.
Yeah,
you can do that. You can choose not to, but you can do.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, but I'm just saying you save money on both those things. That what pisses me off. Like you save 26 with the,
Oh
with
yeah,
the Dak
you
Prescott.
would, but I'm just saying if they're just using.
No, I'm just saying that's why I said it will be a lie because like you can't really say, hey, what Jerry Jones should say is fuck you, come to camp. I don't want to pay you. That's what he should say. And that would
That's
be
what he
realistic.
basically said. That's what he basically said.
F you. See, I see you when I see you. That would be more accurate than say, hey, I can't do it.
Or
That's
as the streets say, or as the streets say, get it in blood.
Get it back in blood.
You gotta come like get it like the Red Cross, sir. Messing with Jerry Jones. It's different out here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
I don't see. I definitely don't see the Cowboys paying Micah Parsons. I don't see nobody getting paid next year.
But look,
that's probably why it was okay for them to sign Diggs. Really,
I feel like Micah will take them there, like they said, but that might be even better for the Cowboys. You know, we like the publicity. Micah gonna go crazy too. He gonna say everything. I don't think Micah.
But
I
see,
don't know if they're ready for it though. Real talk.
This is the thing though. If Micah only get like 14, 15 sacks this year, he ain't gonna really have the precedence to be like, oh, I need to be the highest paid defensive player in the year because he will have not won any defensive player of the year awards nor accolades. Like the Cowboys, listen to me, the Cowboys knowing that you want to get paid, and you got to think like this. Micah Parsons came out and said he was switching his position. Dan Quinn came out the next day and said basically he's gonna be playing where we put him at. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. At training camp, I've been here every day. Micah Parsons is not with the linebackers at all. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he did switch his positions. Now, one I'm curious to know. Like last 6 games of the season, Micah Parsons got 1.5 sacks. People going to say, oh, he was injured, but his snap count didn't go down. He still played the same amount of snaps. He just wasn't. They just weren't putting him in position to get sacks. That's what I believe, to be honest with you. I've had players that have told me that they were not hurt and the Cowboys put them on the injuries. Like right now, like Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor said he ain't never had a back injury in his life. But all of a sudden, the coach was trying to put him on PUP for the season over a back injury. That happened away from the facility.
Y'all doing us dirty with the likes, man. Let's get these likes up, man. Hit the like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card, man. Please, don't be like that. Don't be an Eagles fan.
But hey, I got to charge my phone, man. I got to charge my phone so I can get up in here.
All right, well, Wes, I thank you for tapping in with us, man. I appreciate you for the love, my boy.
Yes, sir. I'll be live in a minute.
All right.
Already. Hey, man, make sure y'all support the raffles and stuff we got going on too, man. If y'all able to give, we appreciate it, man. Cause you know, we got great things to do, great things to accomplish, and we can't do it without y'all. So y'all make sure y'all participate.
Indeed, man. So yeah. So he said, bruh, he getting paid regardless. 10+ sacks again. He locked in. Y'all keep telling yourself that. Like, listen, y'all keep telling yourselves that he's gonna get paid. I'm sure eventually he will. But name one Dallas Cowboys player that they ran to the table and got signed. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys have used the damn franchise tag every year for almost like the last decade, right? They did not pay the Marcus Lawrence when his contract came up. They tagged him first. They did not pay Dak Prescott when his contract came up. They tagged him first, right? They didn't pay nobody. Even Trayvon Diggs. You could have Trayvon Diggs was eligible for an extension last year. Yeah. Like so, like Trayvon Diggs probably doesn't even count at this point. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel Elliott. He really had to hold out. Zack Martin is in the process of holding out for his second time. I'm just saying, like, eventually it will get done. I'm not out here trying to say that Micah Parsons is going to end up in another uniform. Like, that's not going to happen. But it's going to happen on the Dallas Cowboys time. Like they might.
The thing about it though, I ain't gonna lie. Micah might be one of them kind of guys you don't want to disrespect though, bro. I'm being for real. Micah might be one of them niggas one of them kind of people that
they said they paid D-Law to do less, but they franchise tagged Marcus Lawrence like 2 times though.
Look, I don't think they want to play with Micah, bro. I'm gonna be real. Yeah. Like Micah might jump ship for real, cause it's gonna be that disrespect. Cause like he gonna been and did everything he can do. He gonna been a dominant player in the league his first 3 years. It don't matter about the accolades. He's been a dominant player. He's been voted one of the best players in the league. Like, bro, it's a certain way you gotta go about doing things, bro. Like look, we love the Cowboys too, but if the Cowboys don't want to pay you, what you gonna do? Like you got to look at it like a job. You got to look at it like a job too. Like I love the Cowboys, so I take a little less. The millions, I'm good because we ain't got no millions over here. Exactly. So we'll take it.
We ain't got no M's.
Yeah, but when you dealing with millions, you looking at that money like, hey man, I love the Cowboys, but hey, I was playing at Penn State and I wasn't playing with the Cowboys. I could go get me another job. Like, bro, I promise you, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think the Cowboys want to do that with Micah Parsons. I don't think Micah the kind of guy you want to do that with. I promise you. I think it's going to be crazy. And I don't think the Cowboys ever seen that kind of rap that he'll come down on, bro. Like,
I mean,
don't play with Micah, bro.
What would Micah Parsons do, landlord? Let's throw our cards on the table. What could he do besides let the world know that he's unhappy? Let's
go
start
to
with
another team. Request a trade.
All right, we're not going to trade you now. What?
Sit out.
Okay, you ain't got no money because you ain't gonna get no money and you gonna get fined. So now what you gonna do?
Do you dirty, man? I'm just saying it'll just be too much. It'll just be too much.
For who? The Cowboy don't give a damn. The Cowboy will look you in the eye and will look you in the eye as they you. Like, it's gonna be one of them passionate F's.
Listen, this mindset, because I know you're not talking about what you would do. We speaking upon like on behalf of the front office, how they want to operate.
Course, yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's the mentality that got us messed up right now.
And listen, man, this I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm agreeing with we need to pay Micah Parsons and pay him on time.
I know we just specified that. We just specified that we talking about we pretty much talking on behalf of the front office. But what I'm saying is
no Vaseline.
Think about the camaraderie in the room though, bro. It's still people like the teammates gonna be like, bro, like I told you, you gotta set a precedent. If Micah Parsons did everything in the world to deserve his money, you don't think it's gonna be some players feeling some kind of way? They like, dang, bro, they playing with Micah? Like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do?
The contract for Dak Prescott was a distraction. They said as much. They were arguing about it in the locker room one time after the loss. And so
that screws us over. This is what it is. This is what our problem is, and it's a domino effect that's trickling down from the front office. We understand that negotiation process would be kind of crazy, but I'm telling you right now, bro, they shouldn't be that way, bro. That's terrible. Like these people,
shout out to It's Too Easy for the $10 raffle entry, my boy. I appreciate you for the love. And if y'all want to actually win a chance to go see the Cowboys beat the living shit out of Philadelphia Eagles live and in person, to hit the Cash App or hit the Super Chats, it's $10 an entry. And we really today and tomorrow, the last day you get your entries in. By the way, I'm in the raffle on the first. I'm drawing the winners on the second. First place prize get a ticket to the game with a seat attached to it. Second place prize get a ticket for standing room area, and the third place one is going to get a PlayStation 4 or a Dallas Cowboy jersey of their choice. So if you want to participate, hit the Cash App or the Supers, man. But I thank y'all for your participation.
Yeah, I think he said he hit me too. My phone dead right now, so I can't really see, but I appreciate you if you did, man. But yeah, man, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I know, like, it mess up the camaraderie in the room, bro. Like, it do. I've worked at places like you know what I'm saying, where it's not a good space to be at. It make nobody want to work. They're like, man, if I work hard, if you looking at Micah Parsons, you like, man, that dude come in early, he leave late, he give you everything he could possibly give you. He's a dog on the field. He's not got in no trouble. Why he can't get his money? Like, what is the blueprint for the young players coming in? What they supposed to do?
There is no blueprint.
That's the problem. That's a problem, bro. That's a problem.
We have seen a lot of guys come in, and do it the right way. He said when Parsons becomes a free agent, he will sign to a division. But this the thing, like that's still a long way away. It's this year, next year that you can tag his ass. So the Dallas Cowboys can play with Michael Parsons really for the next 4 years if they wanted to. So that's why I said, that a lot of these guys, it doesn't really pay to be a first round pick. You know what I'm saying?
Franchise Micah, he out of here. I guarantee you that.
Well, that's how they operate. And listen, I agree. You should sign Micah Parsons. You should do it early. You should sign Micah Parsons next year. Like let's make no mistake about where I'm coming from. I'm just telling y'all the way that the front office operates.
Yeah, they nefarious. They too
like, and listen, and y'all know this. Listen, a tiger cannot change their stripes. Jerry Jones been doing business like this. He been giving these death row record contracts, for I don't know how long. This is how this man been living. This is how he been built his brand. That's how he coming. You know what I'm saying? He is Suge Knight. Y'all talk about Michael Parsons, Suge Knight. Jerry Jones is Suge Knight.
But yeah, man, I'm finna get ready to have to wrap it up. But I think this conversation needs to be clear. Like, we don't feel this way. We just talking about the likelihood of how the Joneses in the front office gonna operate and how they gonna approach this. We hope not, but what's the best way to predict the future? Look at the history. And the history tells us that they play very, very nefarious, bro. That's all I was saying. Jerry Knight. Yeah, Jerry is Suge Knight. That was a mic drop right there. You can only get that on Uncut Cowboys, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, for real. But listen, man, like y'all talk. Listen, I love y'all. I don't want y'all to be blindsided by anything. They said all in the videos.
he did it.
Man, listen, I'm just saying, man, like, I don't want y'all to be blindsided. Like, there's 100,000 things the Dallas Cowboys have done that made no sense. There was no reason to cut Dez Bryant when you ain't have no other wide receiver. There was no reason to trade away Amari Cooper for a bag of chips, right? There was no reason, to let DeMarcus Ware walk, at the time that you let him walk, because you ain't have no war. Like, you spent the next 5 years talking about a damn war daddy. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
see, Rico Jones, you said they got to pay Lamb next. The only reason Ceedee a little different because he wear 88. They stamped him, so that he gonna get his money. I see him getting his money. Now, is they gonna do it with class? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna give him his money. They diminish everybody in the. I hope they don't just be dogging our players and then sign them and act like they ain't never did nothing like that. I hate when they do that.
Man, they listen. They practice every 40. They practice every 48 law of power. Like, there's a whole, like, every single one of them being full display during contract talks.
They are too nefarious. But yeah, man, I gotta go ahead and get up out of here, man.
Man, I gotta depart too.
Yeah.
I hate to say I do have a day job, so I got to go. Yeah, but I do thank all y'all for the love.
Unfortunately,
hey, Michael Parsons is the war daddy. But think about how far apart that is between DeMarcus Ware and Michael Parsons. Talk about the damn war daddy. That shit happened. Tony Romo was playing. They were like 2013 that they let DeMarcus Ware go.
This all boiled down. This whole conversation boiled down to us not having too much faith in the front office negotiating. That's all it is. Like, that's the plainest way to say it. But yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all get the likes and shares up, man. Y'all make sure y'all support Landlord Sports and HTM, man. Y'all make sure y'all support us, man. We trying to do this for y'all. We trying to get it in. We trying to be great, man. So we can't do none of those things without y'all. So make sure y'all continue to support, man. We appreciate y'all.
Indeed. And on the way out, I'm going to play this video of Eagles fans acting like little hoes because they scared of Dak Prescott. And then we will leave. We're going to end the stream right after this. God bless y'all. We out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dallas tough too. Dak always kills us. So if he's healthy for week. Dak always kills us. So
yeah, that fucker, he always does it too. Yeah.
Week 9 against Dallas, 4:25 p.m. We got, if we have Hurts and they have Dak, it would only be their second time playing against each other. In the first game, Hurts got beat pretty bad. 2021, we lost pretty bad against them when Dak and Hurts both played. And then last year, obviously, we had the backup, so didn't happen. That's going to be a tough. I mean, that's like getting a big it's getting a big time weight off our shoulders. Like if we could just beat that team with Dak, I just feel so good about that. Because to be honest, we haven't done it in forever. Since 2019, they haven't beat the Cowboys with Dak Prescott. And we all talk about how he's mediocre and all this, but plays well against us. So we got to go out there and I think we got to go out there and win.